What's up, sugaring community? This is SDC, Fast Freddy. Today I want to talk about are sugar babies the same thing as prostitutes? Now, it depends on your definition of a prostitute. I want to start off by saying I have nothing against prostitutes or hookers. What you do with your body is your business. You're going to have sex anyway. Why not benefit out of it? I question the safety and health and things like that, but as far as morally, that's your business. So I want to start off by saying that. Now, is sugaring the same thing? I don't personally, in my opinion, I don't think so. I think the stigma is that, okay, well, you're paying for sex, basically, and it's way more complicated than that to me. I mean, I think a lot of us are in relationships where we may be, so for example, I was married for 20 years. I was the sole breadwinner. I paid for everything. I treated my wife well. I bought her what she needed, bought her a house, clothes, vacations, etc. Did she have sex with me? Absolutely. Did she also do her part in the relationship? Absolutely. I just happened to be the financial part of the relationship, but we cared for each other and we loved each other, and it was, at that time, it was monogamous. And so it's sugaring that. I mean, it's sugaring any different? And I'd say it is different, but to say that it's simply trading money for sex, I think is similar to a relationship like a marriage. I think that is simplifying it. A lot of sugar babies on the site will say they're not a prostitute, they're not a hooker. They're looking for one genuine connection. They just want a man of high value or a man to take care of them. There's girls on there, that are having a difficult time. They're not fucking every client, every dick that's going to give them money. They want one person, two people, three people. Some of those sugar babies are not even having sex. It's all platonic. They're just going out having dinners, things like that. Is it transactional? I would say yes. And that's kind of the difference and beauty of it. It is upfront, it is transactional, but again, to say that there's no feelings involved, I mean, I personally have caught feelings for sugar babies. Sugar babies have caught feelings for me, have fallen in love with me. That happens. So it's very different than just, okay, I'm going to give you a bunch of money. You lay down, open your legs, and let me stick my dick in you. That's just not the case. So I think it's murky. I think it's an oversimplification to say that sugar babies are prostitutes. There are prostitutes that become sugar babies. There are sugar babies that are sex workers. There are sugar babies that make it very transactional. But then again, there are other sugar baby, sugar daddy relationships that are deeper than that. Maybe not much more deeper. They want it to be friends with benefits and very transactional. And there's some that they have feelings involved, they end up getting married, etc. A lot of people would say, how could that be real? I would agree. In some cases, it's difficult when you start off with a foundation of transaction, it can certainly turn into something real, but I'd say the chances of it being something real are kind of slim because the foundation already is a different direction. That's not to say that it can't end up becoming a real relationship. I think a lot of these relationships do become a real relationship, but the chances are a little different than, of course, if you start out with a foundation of feelings. But again, I mean, I come from a tradition where, you're gonna go and propose to a girl. You have to have a dowry of like thousands of dollars. You have to be a doctor. You have to be a lawyer. Maybe some of these girls only want to marry, actors or musicians that make money, or, basically engineers, someone who's going to take care of them, someone who's going to, financially secure them. And to me, there's really nothing wrong with that, as long as you're fair and you treat each other with respect. But you wouldn't consider that sugaring, but a lot of the sugar babies on the site, they've been in shit relationships. They've had sex for free and had guys treat them like shit. They've taken care of guys. They've paid the rent. They've had baby daddies who aren't worth shit, who have babies with them and then just disappear. So to say that, okay, these girls who are looking for a man that's going to actually financially provide, they're just not going to give up their pussy for anything, is a hooker or prostitute. It's a little bit of an opposite, and especially if you're going to say it with a stigma and kind of imply that she's a slut or something like that. Are sugar babies sexually promiscuous? Some of them not. Some of them it's the opposite. They actually don't want to have sex with a bunch of people. They want to have sex with a man that's going to actually take care of them. Obviously, a lot of the sugar daddies are sexually promiscuous. Some of them are not. Initially, I was not. Now I am. I don't like to be labeled as a slut because there's a negative connotation to it. But technically, I do. I'm a little bit sexually free. I'm not out here fucking everybody, but I'm not monogamous. So that's my opinion on it. Feel free to comment below if you have any disagreements, agreements. If you're a sugar baby, if you're a sugar daddy, if you're a prostitute, feel free to comment below and tell me your thoughts. Otherwise, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will talk to you on the next video. Thanks.